y'all, welcome to my channel. My first video, I'm so excited. Today we're going to be making these faux candlesticks. They turned out so cute, y'all. And this Farmhouse buffalo check tray. So let's get started. DIY number one is the Farmhouse tray. So I just picked up one of these trays from the Mighty Dollar. They have many different sizes, shapes, colors, but I really like the shape of this. And I just go in with some white Waverly chalk paint, paint it thoroughly, just to cover the silver at first, and then I go back in and paint it again. I do about 3 coats. Then I use my folk art black chalk paint, and I'm trying to make an enamel look. I started off with a foam brush and didn't like the results of that, so I'm just going to go in with a Q-tip. And again, with that enamel look, you want the white and then the black along with just the edges, and then I will do some distressing, but I just go in with my little Q-tip, go all the way around it, and then I'm not really sure why I'm showing y'all this Waverly wax, because I don't use it on either project, so I'm not exactly sure what I'm telling y'all here. But anyway, after I go through and I do my little enamel look on the sides, I'm going to take my little stencil brush, I call it my chippy brush, get that at the Dollar Tree in the Crafter Square section, and I'm going to do some distressing with, again, the folk art black paint. And you need very little. I'm dry brushing. I even patted it off on my paper towel just to keep some of it. I didn't want to go real heavy-handed, but you can do whatever you want to this. This is your project. This is Farmhouse, and it's not supposed to be perfect. So distress to your heart's content. Then I just go in with my little sanding block and I smooth it all out. It makes such a difference in the way it looks from when you do the dry brushing and then you go in with your sanding block. It just seems to blend it all in together. This right here is some buffalo check faux leather that I got at Hobby Lobby. It was $4.99 a roll, but I'm positive I either got it when they were 50% off or I used a 40% off coupon. I'm just going to trace around the inside of the tray and cut this leather out. I did cut it out bigger because, first of all, I can't cut a straight line to save my life. And second of all, I know that I can't cut a straight line to save my life, so I knew it would have to have some touch-ups. I could use hot glue right here, but hot glue tends to dry. When it tends to dry, it tends to make some little ridges, and I didn't want that because this is a tray. So I use my trusty Mod Podge. I know some crafters have been shying away from Mod Podge lately, but I love it. You just couldn't ask for better as far as it goes with me. So then you just stick it down on there. And with Mod Podge, if you don't feel like there's a good enough hold, pull it up, put some more down. That's what I do. And you can buy Mod Podge even at the the Mighty Dollar, the Dollar Tree, and it's $1 a bottle. It is a smaller bottle, but those little small bottles do a lot more than what you think they would do. Excuse any background noise you hear. I'm in a hotel, and somebody seems to be having a party around here. I should be having a party. Today's my 28th wedding anniversary. But my hubby's in the bedroom snoozing away because he has to work another 12-hour shift tomorrow. So anyway, as you saw, I kind of cut a little too much off of that one side. So what did I do? I lifted it up, and then I put it back down. Beauty of Mod Podge again. And that little space right there needed some more, so I went ahead and did that. This is an easy project, y'all, and it really turns out cute. So here I'm showing you a couple ribbon. Oh no, here I'm actually showing you a few options for another option for your buffalo check. You could go to Hobby Lobby and get any kind of scrap paper. It doesn't have to be buffalo check, and use that. I suggest if you do that you use a Mod Podge coat on top of the paper also, because the Mod Podge is just a sealant and a protectant, so it will help protect your piece. Now I'm trying to figure out what kind of ribbon I want, and I loved the red trucks with this plaid, and I'm going to find some project to do and mix these two together. But for this one here, I decided just to go with the black and white Farmhouse ribbon, and this is, again, from the Dollar Tree. Y'all, Dollar Tree has some really cute ribbon. Really cute. They're stepping up their game. So, I don't know what happened there. I've apparently lost some footage. But anyway, you'll see in a minute I did get that ribbon on there. But now I'm taking some Dollar Tree nautical rope, and I am making us some little faux handles. These are not handles that you want to use to actually pack this tray around with, especially if you have something heavy on it, because they're more than likely going to fall off. But I just used it as decoration, and the way that I'm displaying it right now, I can't talk. The way I'm displaying it right now, I didn't even really need the handles, but I went ahead and put them on there anyway. Got trusty hot glue. I hope y'all can't hear my hubby snoring away. Y'all, those silicone brushes right there, I looked for months at the Dollar Tree. There's the ribbon. And I couldn't find them anywhere. Finally found them, and I went ahead and bought me 3. They are perfect for hot glue projects. When you're done, you can just throw them in the dishwasher, or I guess you can, and let them go with the cycle. Cleans them right up. And if you don't want to do that, you don't even have to. Wait till the hot glue dries. Peel it right off. So there you go. There's our first project done. All right, DIY number 2. Faux farmhouse candles. Y'all, I can't wait for y'all to see what these are made out of. These are made out of cylinders, round cylinders from the Dollar Tree. Actually, just the lids. I didn't use the bottoms. I am going to save those for a future DIY. And a glass vase. Now, when these get put together, you will never know what these are actually made out of. My circles on there are just so I could try to about know where the center is, but it didn't work out because I didn't get the center, so I just put them on there the way I wanted to. I'm using some Super Tight, I think it is, super glue from Hobby Lobby. It's $5.99, and then I'm also going to use hot glue. This is for your short-term, long-term hold. The super glue is for your long-term hold, and the hot glue is for your short-term hold. And believe me, with glass, you need something besides just hot glue. It's too hard to make the glass or the hot glue stick the glass. I mean, it will, but if you have that extra support when it dries, then it's so much better. And you're going to see here in a minute, never do what I'm doing right here. Because it's so hard to get hot glue to stick to glass. Now, if you put the hot glue on something else and stick glass to it, it will work. But to put the hot glue on the glass, for some reason, it does not adhere good. And you'll see here in a few minutes what I'm talking about. And did I learn my lesson after the first time? No. Did I learn my lesson after the second time? No. Did I learn my lesson after the third time? For this project I did. Here I go again, doing this same thing. And in my mind, I'm thinking to myself, you know what? This is not going to work. I don't know why you're doing this, but I thought maybe. Now I'm going to mix up a little paint concoction here. I saw somewhere on YouTube where some of the ladies were using baking soda mixed with their chalk paint. I couldn't find baking soda, so I got baking powder. Just broke my fingernail right there. Got some baking powder, made a mess, of course. Mixed it with my chalk paint, and y'all, that was like cement. I mean, it was so thick. So I added some more paint. It was still way too thick. So what I do, I put some water in there. That seemed to help the consistency a lot. But you know, what this does is it gives your paint a texture, and when it dries, it is so neat looking. I don't know how to explain what it looks like, but it's beautiful. So we are going to paint every part of this. The cardboard inside and out, and glass vase. Now watch what happens here. Because I knew better than what I did. Oh no, look what happened. So remember, we've already done this twice. And I just go through, and I should have painted these circles anyway. What am I doing here, y'all? Third time. I knew this was not going to work. What in the world was wrong with me? I couldn't get that through my thick head. Good thing it didn't work, because look how lopsided that is. Anyway, go through, paint everything. And the texture that this paint with the baking powder gives is just amazing. I love it. So here I am back again after I finally figured it out. And after I get it painted, I'm going to go ahead and put some Mod Podge, because chalk paint is very fragile on certain projects, and especially on glass. So I wanted to make sure that I put my Mod Podge on there, so that if I have to pick it up and lift it and move it around and everything, it's not going to chip or break off or anything like that, because it will do that on glass. Here I am with my Kardashian's blow dryer. Trust me, that blow dryer has blown more glue dry or paint dry than it has hair. Here I am. I'm going back in with that Folk Art black chalk paint. We're doing some distressing. When it comes to distressing, you do you. I'm pretty heavy-handed on this. I like distressed items. Now, I like pretty white, crisp items also. But I like to mix a little in. I like to mix in some distressed with some pretty white decor. And you'll see what I'm talking about when we get to the end of the video and I show you my two-tiered tray. And nothing on it is distressed, but then I put these candlesticks beside it, and they are distressed, and they look so good. Y'all, would you all believe that that is just cardboard and a glass vase? Now, honestly, this probably cost me $1.50. Technically, it cost me $3, because I did have to buy 2 of the cylinder cardboard cylinders, but I only used the tops. And those the bottoms will be used for another DIY. I haven't quite figured out what yet, but I am going to use them for some DIY. So basically $1.50 is what I'm saying for these items. $2 maybe at the max, because I already had all my paint. And I don't count the baking soda or baking powder, because I plan on using that a lot. So distress to your heart's content. Do what you do. You do you. That's what crafting's about. So here we go. We're to our finished projects. Like I said, I just propped my tray up on a little shelf. I think it turned out really cute. You can I may try some other decorating type with it, but for now I love it there. And then we've got the faux candlesticks, excuse me, that I've just put a little bit of greenery in the bottom, and I've added a few things on top. And this is what I'm talking about with the crisp white look of my tiered tray and those beside it. That mix, to me, that's what makes Farmhouse. So most of the things on the tiered tray I made also. Y'all, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, subscribe, and share this with all your friends. I promise there's more to come. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful night.